Hey guys, and welcome to Armchair Conversations with Rob. Here's a random topic. It's from my blog post, and I've posted it also on my website. And it's about philosophy in the field of anthropology, or how they might cross over if we had a multi species point of view. In the field of anthropology, there are many issues which arise that may call upon the use of philosophy. I don't feel that they call upon the discipline in the most common meaning of the word, but I do feel that the combination of philosophy and ethics plays a distinct role. There's several examples I could give that come to mind when you start talking about philosophy becoming something multi-species. For my first example, I'll cite the most common happenstance when studying ancient cultures, for example. This would be the inclusion of new scientific data into the matrix of what we already take for granted as recorded history. There have been several instances where, let's just say, an unpleasant mixture of academic dogma and political ethnocentrism has caused the exclusion of data to the archaeological and historical record. Like, for example, in the case of Egyptology, the new archaeological data on the age of certain monuments has threatened the previous timeline of history in that region. The data points to earlier civilizations as the possible builders of some of the monuments, such as the Sphinx, and it's attributed to the Egyptian dynasties. Well, the data is intriguing as well as thoroughly researched, yet still not incorporated into the historical timeline. Philosophy is of great use here in combination with ethics to persuade the stubborn establishment to seek truth as science demands correct data, no matter how personally uncomfortable or damaging to the quote-unquote nationalism machine. My second example, crossover from zoology recently in the news. Well, at the time, it was recent. The article documented capuchin monkeys that have apparently gone on strike by putting down their implements if they see another monkey getting a bigger reward for the same job. This raises many questions about the intelligence level of many, if not all, animals. If animals can perceive unequal treatment in the performance of tasks and rewards, could we be seeing the rudiments of an understanding that would allow these animals to have their own actual ideas regarding philosophy? I mean, if this is possible, could this change earlier ideas about the nature, not to mention the existence of God? Does this entitle animals to even greater rights than they currently have? If so, to what extent? Questions of the soul of animals could be raised also in that regard. Hell, in the extreme, it could even challenge the way we interact and govern ourselves in favor of a more animalistic approach to philosophy and even to our world model. After all, if they were eventually seen on par with humans, would they not be capable of philosophical thought? Well, and would that thought not be as equally valid as our own? I mean, a third example of philosophy is the impact of wars on the thinking of human communities involved in them, as well as the communities not directly involved, but affected as like collateral damage of the wars of other people. We've seen that quite a few times. War affects the philosophies of any group, from a small village to an entire continent of people. The examples of this can range from the nonviolent resistance of a Gandhi to the atrocities committed by the likes of an Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. My last example is really a curiosity in the form of a question, though. It's well documented that there existed at one point in history many different species of humans in the ancient world. Even though we, as Homo sapiens, are alone in the world today, many scientists believe that it's not nature's normal way of doing business regarding the way things are doing as far as survival of species. My question is, though, if we had evolved several species of humans on this planet, would we all still have shared similar philosophies on anything? I mean, think about that. Think of all the variables, just environmental alone, which have definitely influenced our way of thinking. And these factors could have contributed to all the differences of philosophy we have now, just by themselves. It truly would be mind-boggling if truth varied from species to species of human. Could you believe that? I mean, the concepts of Plato be embraced or, hell, even created by a Neanderthal or Homo erectus. I mean, who besides me wonders? It's definitely something to think about. Random topic. Just putting it out there. Listen, guys, thanks for sharing my armchair. If you like it, send me some feedback, send me some comments. Got a new webpage, armchairconversations.com, and a WordPress blog, armchairconversations.wordpress.com. Come check me out if you like this and other random topics and weird vaudeville type stuff. I'm your guy. If you don't, hey, that's what search engines are for. You'll find what you need. But in the meantime, thank you for sharing my armchair, and I hope you have a wonderful day whenever and wherever you are.